Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you understood that last lesson on calculating pH and hydronium concentration. Today we're looking at acid-base indicators. I hope all of you are doing well. You know, this is still crazy. I still miss you guys, and anyways, so weird to do it like this. Acid-base indicators. Okay, so basically what you guys are looking at is page 12 of your data book, okay? And we're going to talk about what an indicator is, okay? So an indicator is a solution that changes color when pH changes. And it tells you this on page 12. Acid-base indicators, page 12 of your data book. Okay, so what is this actually showing us? So it's showing us that, here you go. Let's take a look at methyl orange. Okay, here's methyl orange. Okay, and it tells you that methyl orange, okay, gives you this, has a pH range between 3.2 and 4.4. So it has a pH range between 3.2 and 4.4. Okay, that's given to you in your booklet, given to you here. And then it tells you that it changes from red to yellow. So basically, what does that mean? It means at 3.2, it's red. It means at 4.4, it's yellow, okay? And it means that anything less than 3.2, it's gonna be red. So if you have a pH less than 3.2, it's gonna be red. So let's say you have a pH of 1.0, it's gonna be red. 2.0, it's gonna be red. That's what it means. Okay, and then anything that's 4.4 or greater is going to be yellow. So let's say at pH 9, it's going to be yellow. Okay, so anything 4.4 or higher, the pH will be yellow. Anything 3.2 or less will be red. And anything in the middle between 3.2 and 4.4 will be, well, what do red and yellow make? Orange. And there you guys go. Okay? So that's how it works when you read the pH acid-base indicator chart. I'll do one more so that everybody understands how this works. Okay, so again, I'm going to look at my indicator table here on page 12, and I'm just going to choose bromothymol blue. See that? Bromothymol blue. And it tells you that it has a pH range between 6.0 and 7.6. Okay, so we have bromothymol blue. And it has a pH range between 6.0 and 7.6. Okay, and then it actually tells you what color it changes. So it says it goes from yellow to blue. So that means that at 6.0, it's yellow. And at, see how 6.0, it's yellow. And then at 7.6, it's going to be blue. Right? And what does this mean? That means if you have a solution, right? And let's say the solution has a pH, I don't know, of 9, this solution. And you add the bromothymol blue in their solution. If you add this bromothymol blue, then what's going to happen is, what color will this be? Well, this tells you that anything that's 7.6 or less, the pH, all right? If the pH is less than 7.6, right, 7.6 or less, then it's going to be, this is going to be blue, right? And let's say I have another solution and I add bromothymol blue, and this solution has a pH, I don't know, of 5. Well, what color will the solution be if you add this bromothymol blue? Hey, well, anything that's 6.0 or less will be yellow. So this solution will turn yellow. And let's say I have a solution, okay, and it has a pH of 7.0. That's the pH. Well, anything between 6.0 and 7.6. Well, what's the between color for yellow and blue? It's going to be green. So this one is going to be green when I add bromothymol blue to that. And that's what indicators do. Okay, so when you guys take a look at your practice problems, okay, it then tells you, like, this is kind of one that's kind of tricky, so we're going to do this one together because it gives you 3 indicators: litmus, thymol blue, and orange 4, and it asks you to estimate the pH of the solution. Okay, so this is what the question says. It says, okay, you're using the indicator litmus, you're using the indicator thymol blue, and you're using the indicator orange 4. Okay, these are the indicators that you guys are using, and this is the color it is. So the color for litmus is red, the color for thymol blue is orange, and the color for orange 4 is red. Okay, now it wants to know, what is the pH? What is the pH of the solution? You want to estimate that. Okay, so then I look at my table and I take a look at litmus. Okay, so here's litmus right here, and it has a pH range between 4.5 and 8.3. Okay, so litmus has a pH range between 4.5 and 8.3, and it goes from being red to yellow. Okay, so basically anything that's less than 4.5 will be red, right? So that means because litmus is red here, that tells you that the pH is 4.5 or less, right? Because remember, if it's 8.3 or greater, it'll be yellow, and the in-between color between 4.5 and 8.3, it'll be orange, right? Between 4.5 and 8.3. Anyways, so there. So now we now know that the pH has to be less than 4.5, right? Based on litmus. And then it goes to thymol blue. Okay, so let's take a look at thymol blue. We're trying to estimate the pH. Okay, so thymol blue is right here, red to yellow. Okay, now we don't use the thymol blue underneath because we already know that the pH is less than 4.5, right? And this one is for a really basic solution. This is for 8.0, 9.6. So we look at this one, right? Because we know that our solution is less than 4.5. Okay, so anyways, when we do thymol blue, I see thymol blue has a pH range of between 1.8 and 1.2 and 2.8. At 1.2, it's red. At 2.8, it's yellow. And that in-between color is orange. Okay, so that means this litmus told me that the pH is 4.5 or less. And the fact that thymol blue is orange tells me that the pH has to be between 1.2 and 2.8. Okay, so now I kind of know, based on this, that the pH is between 1.2 and 2.8, sort of in the middle there, okay? Because remember, anything less than 1.2 or less will be red, anything 2.8 or more will be yellow, so that means it has to be in between this range of 1.2 and 2.8. Okay, so then I look at the last orange 4. Okay, so if I take a look at the last one, orange 4, take a look here, is 1.4 and 2.8. So orange 4 has a pH between, the indicator range of orange 4 is 1.4 and 2.8, and it goes from being red to yellow. Okay, well, what color is orange 4? Hey, it's red, which means if it's red, it has to be pH of 1.4 or less. So that means, right, that if the pH range for thymol blue is 1.2 to 2.8 to make it orange, and orange 4 is red at 1.4 or less, I'm going to estimate my pH to be around 1.3. Right? So remember, 1.3 or like 1.4, like around there, right? Because it's red at 1.4 or less. And remember, thymol blue, it's orange, so it has to be between these two numbers, 1.2 and 2.8. So I hope that helps, right? I hope you guys can see why I estimated the pH to be 1.3. Anyways, if you have any questions, email me, and you guys take care. We're going to do another lesson on titration next. Okay, bye.